Welcome to Wisdom and Wealth, a channel dedicated to helping you navigate the complexities of life with a blend of ancient wisdom and practical advice. As we get older, especially past 40, we often find ourselves reflecting on the past and seeking a deeper understanding of our present. If you find value in these kinds of discussions, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We aim to bring you content that is both thought-provoking and actionable, helping you cultivate a richer and more fulfilling life. When life throws you curveballs, and you find yourself in a dark place, it's easy to fall into the trap of making excuses. You might tell yourself, "This is just my destiny," or "This is my bad luck," or even, "This is my karma." But what if I told you that not everything that happens to you is simply bad luck? What if it's not always predetermined by fate or destiny? There are, in fact, certain things that we can actively do to influence our lives and shape our futures. Today, we'll be exploring this very idea. Many of you have asked in the comments whether everything in life is predetermined or simply a result of karma. I want to address that question directly, but before diving into the answer, let's consider the teachings of the Buddha on this perspective. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below as we explore this topic further, and if you are finding this insightful, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on our future content. The Buddha taught that those who cling to the belief that every experience, whether good, bad, or neutral, is predetermined or solely a consequence of past karma, risk falling into inactivity. This perspective can lead to a kind of learned helplessness, making a person feel lazy and disempowered. In essence, the Buddha cautioned against using fate or destiny as an excuse to give up trying. He never advocated for resignation in the face of adversity. Instead, the Buddha consistently encouraged effort and action towards creating a better life. He emphasized that there are indeed things we can do to positively influence our destiny. Many people believe that destiny is immutable, carved in stone, and unchangeable. However, this is simply incorrect. Destiny is shaped by the choices we make in this very moment, here and now. That's why it's so crucial to remember that not everything that happens to us, whether positive, negative, or neutral, is solely attributable to bad karma. If you appreciate this perspective, please like this video and consider subscribing. Sharing this channel with your loved ones is a great way to show support. There are phenomena and processes in our lives that exist outside the realm of destiny. Imagine you're getting ready for work, and suddenly a torrential downpour begins. Is that rain necessarily due to bad karma? Of course not. It's a natural phenomenon, a process that occurs within our environment. Rather than lamenting bad luck or complaining about destiny, why not focus on what we can control? Why not choose to take action and change the situation if possible? If we have the capacity to alter the situation, then we absolutely should. There is a powerful saying that speaks to this: if you encounter a problem in your life, and you have the ability to do something about it, to change it or improve it, then you shouldn't waste time worrying because you have the power to act. On the other hand, there are problems that arise where there isn't anything we can reasonably do. If we are powerless to change a situation, then we shouldn't waste our energy worrying about it. Remember, karma plays a significant role in our lives, but we are not merely puppets of fate. We can, to some extent, influence our destiny by making conscious and deliberate choices in the present moment. Never believe that your destiny is unchangeable. You can choose to act and make the right choices, taking the road that benefits you. If these insights resonate with you, remember to give this video a like and subscribe to Wisdom and Wealth for more content on leading a fulfilling life. Your support helps us reach more people, and we deeply appreciate it. Work hard and never give up. I understand that it can be incredibly difficult to let go of past memories, and it's even harder to forgive yourself for past actions. However, at the end of the day, what we all truly seek is inner peace. But how do we find that peace within ourselves? How do we let go of the memories and things that hurt us? Well, let's consider this further. Thinking and dwelling on the past is akin to dragging a boat across dry land. A boat is designed to be used on water, to navigate the seas. However, if you insist on dragging that boat across dry land, taking it everywhere you go, what happens? It becomes an unbearable burden, causing you pain and serving no practical purpose. Holding on to past memories is similar. There is no benefit in dragging the past into every aspect of your present life. Instead of allowing those memories to remain in their rightful place, you are dragging them everywhere, constantly re-experiencing the pain. So, what can we do to forgive ourselves and release those past memories? There are, in fact, things that you can do. One of the most crucial realizations is that not everything in this world is entirely within your control. There are people around you, events happening, circumstances changing, but not everything is under your direct influence. How people treat you, how they think about you, or how they behave is often beyond your control. The same goes for environmental factors. If you come to terms with this truth, that there are aspects of life you simply cannot change, it frees you from unnecessary worry. You begin to understand that expending energy trying to control the uncontrollable is a futile exercise. As we conclude this segment, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Share this video to your friends so you can help inspire them as well. Now, this may surprise you. Many people try to forget their past memories. However, I suggest that you don't actively try to forget. What happens when you actively try to forget something? The more you fight it, the more it haunts you. Isn't that often true? Instead of trying to erase the past, allow it to fade from your life naturally. This fading process takes time, much like healing a wound. The key is to give the memory less attention. Often, when past memories haunt us, we focus on them, amplifying their power. We might think, this is the biggest tragedy of my life, or this is the biggest mistake I have ever made, and my life is ruined. The more we focus on something, the more it grows. The Buddha said that the more you focus on certain thoughts, the more frequently they will return. So, how do we give them less attention? The key is to identify the thought for what it is, just a thought. Past memories, whether painful or joyful, are simply thoughts residing in our minds. The only difference between hurtful memories and pleasant ones lies in our perspective. If we can recognize, oh, this is just a thought, no different than any other, then it will eventually fade away with time. You must allow your mind the time it needs to heal. When you adopt this mindset, past memories will gradually begin to lose their power because you are no longer fueling them with your attention. Eventually, you will reach a point where those memories no longer cause you pain. In my own life, I have had my share of difficult memories. I am sharing this because I have been in your shoes. I have made mistakes and encountered painful experiences. However, by giving those memories less attention, they have faded over time. Remember, your past does not define you. Learn from your past, learn from your tears, and allow those tears to nourish the seeds of your future success. Keep that in mind. Namaste. Welcome to Wisdom and Wealth, where we explore the timeless teachings of Buddhism and practical wisdom for a richer life. If you're new to this channel, take a moment to like this video and subscribe for more insights into mindfulness, meditation, and ancient wisdom. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to a most famous Buddhist text in this world. Now if you are new to Buddhism and if you'd like to learn more about Buddhism, this is one of the best books that you can read. So, the book's name is Dharmapada. Now, what is Dharmapada? Dharmapada is a set of verses that was originally preached by the Buddha himself. And this Dharmapada contains 423 verses in it. And these 423 verses are divided into 26 chapters. So why Dhammapada is important? You know, for Hindus we have Gita, and in Christianity we have Bible, and in Islam we have Quran. Same like that to the Buddhist world we have Dharmapada. If you're finding these concepts interesting, show your support by liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more insightful content. Now Dhammapada is not the only text that we have to learn Buddhism. There are many texts, but this is called as the Handbook of Buddhists. Why it is called as Handbook of Buddhists? If you went through 2-3 random pages and if you read on 2-3 verses, you can learn many life advice, you can learn many Dhamma facts about life. So that is why it is called the Handbook of Buddhists. So that is why it is widely used, and this is the most famous Buddhist text in this world. So as an example, if you turn to a random page and if you read a verse, you can find something very valuable. Let's go for that. So in 236th verse the Buddha says, "Make an island for yourself. Strive hard and become wise. Get rid of impurities and cleanse of stain. You shall enter the celestial abode of the noble ones." It goes like that. So if you turn to another a random page and if you read a verse, it goes like this. "The good shine even more afar like the Himalayan mountain, but the wicked are unseen like the arrows shot in the night." If this is resonating with you, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Wisdom and Wealth for more on the power of wisdom. So if you turn to random pages and if you read, you can gain many life advices and many valuable Dhamma facts. So that is why we have to use this Dharmapada. If you are interested in using this Dhammapada, I will link down some links below that you can find Dharmapada and read it online also, and also there are some links that you can download the PDF file links down below. So this is the importance of Dhammapada, and that is why it is known as the most famous Buddhist books in this world. So that is the end of this little introduction video. So I hope you found something very valuable to your life. So practice Dhamma and practice good deeds. So I wish you all, may all of you be well and happy forever. Buddha. Welcome back to Wisdom and Wealth. If you're new here, consider subscribing for more insights on living a meaningful life through the lens of Buddhist teachings. Today, we're diving into the meaning behind a phrase we often use, Namo Buddhaya. Many of you have probably wondered what this phrase signifies. Let's unpack it. Before we delve deeper, if you're enjoying this exploration, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate your support in helping us share this wisdom with others. Namo Buddhaya consists of two words, Namo and Buddha. Namo means, may my homage to, or may my worship to. Buddha refers to the Buddha, the enlightened one. Therefore, Namo Buddhaya translates to, may my homage to the Supreme Buddha, or may my worship to the Supreme Buddha. As Buddhists, we hold immense respect for the Buddha, who was a great teacher who revealed the truth and reality of life. Out of gratitude and honor, we use the term Namo Buddhaya often. When beginning something positive or concluding something beneficial, we remember and say this phrase. Saying Namo Buddhaya with sincerity shows respect not only for the Buddha but also for his enlightenment, realization, and teachings. Take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you find value in these teachings. Spreading the word to family and friends will help spread the wisdom and positivity in the world. If you're a Buddhist, understanding the meaning of Namo Buddhaya is essential. Say it when you greet a Buddhist friend, keeping your palms together in reverence. Begin your day by taking a deep breath, closing your eyes, and speaking the word Namo Buddhaya. This reminds us of our great teacher, bringing us peace. Therefore, we respect the great teacher, Buddha, through this phrase. May you all be well and happy. Welcome back to Wisdom and Wealth. If you're new here, consider subscribing for more insights on living a meaningful life through the lens of Buddhist teachings. Today, we're taking a closer look at the threefold practices of Buddhism. Before we start, if you're enjoying this content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate your support in helping us share this wisdom with others. No matter the way you approach Buddhist teachings, you need to practice these three things. Before we look into them, we need to know why. The main goal of Buddhist teachings is to free your mind from the unsatisfactoriness of life. The Buddha realized that in order to achieve this state of enlightenment, you need to practice and make certain conditions. Thus, the Buddha introduced three practices to help you do this. The first practice is called Sila. It basically means ethical and moral conduct, being disciplined from your body and words. The Buddha knew that the way you behave and what you say impacts your own life and the lives of others. So, Sealer helps you be disciplined in a moral and ethical way. In Sealer, you have 5 precepts to protect: do not kill beings, do not take others' possessions, abstain from sexual misconduct, stay away from lying, and stay away from intoxicating your body. By following these, you become disciplined from your body. Do you agree? If so, show your support by liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more insightful content. So, why live a disciplined life? Because you will stay away from regrets. If you violate those 5 precepts, there will be regrets in your life, which brings us to our second practice, samadhi. Samadhi can be translated as concentration or mental peacefulness. Samadhi is supported by the first practice, Sealer. The Buddha said that when you practice Sealer, you will have no regrets, which will lead to mental happiness. Most people worry about what they did in the past. So, you need to practice samadhi to think clearly, because when your mind is busy, it is difficult to think. Buddha introduced many meditations to help you do this. Do you find this information helpful? Then don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Wisdom and Wealth for more on the power of wisdom. Samatha meditation helps you find the peacefulness inside your mind. That includes loving kindness and breathing meditations. But, to achieve this, you must live a virtuous and disciplined life. Now, let's talk about the third practice. It's called wisdom or panna. Now, knowledge is not wisdom, but it's a part of it. Buddha explains that you must achieve wisdom from 3 means. The first one is called Suddhamaya panna, meaning the wisdom gained through learning. The second is called Cintamaya panna, meaning the wisdom gained by reflecting wisely. And the third is called Bhavanamaya panna, meaning the wisdom gained through practicing. It is supported by the first 2 types of wisdom. This one is the most important of them all. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more informative videos. However, Bhavana is not only based on meditation. It gives the meaning of development. You must ask yourself, how can I apply these Buddhist teachings to my practical life? Do it to help develop your wisdom. In short, those are the 3 main practices in Buddhism. Sealer helps you with your bodily and verbal conduct, samadhi helps you develop a peaceful mind, and panna gives you a wiser understanding of the experiences of your life. So, try to practice these in your practical life. Wish you a happy and peaceful life. Namaste. Welcome to Wisdom and Wealth. If you're new here, consider subscribing for more stories, wisdom, and teachings inspired by Buddhist principles. Before we start, if you're enjoying this content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate your support in helping us share this wisdom with others. Once in the Buddhist time there lived a woman named Kisagatami. She had a son whom she loved with all of her life. But unfortunately one day her son died because of an incurable disease. Kisa was so sad. So sad she did not want to accept her son's death. So she carried her son's body all around the village finding if anyone could bring her son back to life. At first people tried to help her. They said, Kisa, you have to accept your son's death. You have to make some arrangement for his funeral. But Kisa wasn't ready to accept her son's death. She said, no, he's not dead. The only reason he's not talking and he's not smiling is because he has a disease. So, she wasn't ready to accept it. So, she went from one village to another, finding if anyone could bring her son back to life. Then she met with this old and wise man. Do you find this story interesting? Then don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Wisdom and Wealth for more on the power of wisdom. And this wise man said, Kisa, I cannot help you in this situation. I cannot help you in this problem. But I know one person who could help you. Do you see that monastery over there? You go to that monastery and you meet the Buddha. Maybe he can help you in this situation. So Kisa ran to the monastery and fell in front of the Buddha and begged and said, Oh my Lord, my son has fallen sick. He's not talking. He's not smiling like early. Please cure my son's disease." Then the Buddha listened to Kisa's tragic story and said, "Kisa, I can help you." Kisa was delighted to hear that. Then Kisa said, "Oh Lord, what should I do? Tell me anything, I will do it for this." Then the Buddha said, "Kisa, you need to find a medicine for your son. If this is resonating with you, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Wisdom and Wealth for more on the power of wisdom. Go and find a handful of mustard from a family where no one has ever died." Kisa thought that this was easy to find. So she ran to the village and went to the first house and said, "I need a handful of mustard from you. Please give it to me. By the way, has anyone died in this family?" Then people said, "Oh, I'm sorry. My father died yesterday." Then she went to the next house. The reply was, "My son died last year." Then she went to the next house. Then they said, "Oh, my uncle died yesterday." This was the reply that all she got from every house. Then she started to think, every time I go to a house, I heard this word death died. He left us. He passed away. Maybe death is a common experience for all of us. If these insights resonate with you, remember to give this video a like and subscribe to Wisdom and Wealth for more content on leading a fulfilling life. Your support helps us reach more people, and we deeply appreciate it. Maybe I cannot take my son's life back to normal. Then she went to the Buddha. Then the Buddha said, "Kisa, you've learned a valuable lesson today. Death is a common experience for all of us. The only thing that we can do is only to accept it. So you have to live your life in a meaningful way. Now let go of your sorrow and sadness." So Kazar let go of her sorrow and sadness and she started to live a meaningful life from that day onwards. She had a new understanding about the death and life from that day onwards. So we all have to remember that death is a natural part of life and losing loved ones is a natural part of life. We all have to go through loss and grief of our loved ones at some points in our life. That is the reality of this world. We cannot deny it. But we can do something better to make us feel better. That is to cherish the memories of our loved ones when they live with us. Okay? So when we do that, we can find the peace and we can move forward with hope and gratitude. So let's live our life in a meaningful way about the death and life. Welcome to Wisdom and Wealth. If you're new here, consider subscribing for more stories, wisdom, and teachings inspired by Buddhist principles. Before we start, if you're enjoying this content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate your support in helping us share this wisdom with others. Welcome to today's video. Today this special video is entirely dedicated to those who are studying. Now one of the most frequent questions that I get asked in the comments section is, "Bont, I'm studying and my mind is distracting all the time and how to focus on studying." Well, today let's discuss about this distracting mind. Okay. And also I'm going to share with you few tips where you can practice in while you're studying to help to focus your mind on studying. So without any further ado, let's get into these tips. Now while you're studying, have you ever found yourself daydreaming, right? Sometimes we sit down to study and we just turn our book on and like we start to study, and after a few minutes what happens to us? We just get distracted, right? We just start daydreaming. Trust me, when I was studying when I was at home right before I became a monk, when I was studying I used to daydream a lot. Okay, I used to get distracted a lot, so it is very difficult. I know it is very difficult and it's very hard to focus our mind to studies because we live in a world where there are many distractions. So what we can do about this distracting mind and how can we focus on our mind on our studies? Well, there are certain things that you can do, and one of them is the first thing that I want to share with. If you have ever struggled with these distractions, then show your support by liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more insightful content. Today is that I would like you to write down what you become distracted. Okay, this is something that you get heard rarely. Okay, so let's say like this, you're studying. Okay, and you turn over the book and you started studying, and sometimes the same thing happened. What is that? Daydreaming. Okay, It's okay. Let it happen. Okay, once you know and once you identify that you are daydreaming and once you found yourself that you are daydreaming, what you have to do? I want you to take a pen or a pencil and take a blank paper and write down that thought that you became distracted. For an example, while you're studying, sometimes we used to think about foods a lot. Okay. So, what do you have to do? Write it down. If you're finding these concepts interesting, show your support by liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more insightful content. I got distracted about thinking about biryani. Okay. Something like that. Or sometimes we become distracted thinking about the past experiences, the things that happened in the past. Okay. So, what do you have to do? Write it down. Jot it down on a paper. Now, why should we do this? Because most of the time we are not aware of what we are thinking. When we become distracted and when we daydream, we don't know what is going in our mind. We don't know what we are thinking. We just jump into that stream of thoughts and we just, flow down. So what do you have to do when you write that thought in a piece of paper, right? It's like you're identifying that thought, right? You see that thought and you identified, okay, this is what makes me distracted. If this is resonating with you, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Wisdom and Wealth for more on the power of wisdom. This is what makes me unfocused on studies. Okay. Then there's a physical thing that you can see and you can see that it is physically that you are distracting. Okay. So what do you have to do? Write down your distracting thoughts. Okay. Then you have a good understanding. When you do this for a little while, what can you do is and what can you find is there's a pattern of distractions. That means we become distracted for few thoughts and they are the thoughts that come again and again to our mind. So what do you have to do? Write it down. That is the first tip. Second tip, identify what makes you distracted and then be brave enough to remove all those distractions. There are triggers that makes us distracted. Let's say for an example our mobile phone. If these insights resonate with you, remember to give this video a like and subscribe to Wisdom and Wealth for more content on leading a fulfilling life. Your support helps us reach more people, and we deeply appreciate it. Okay, let's say you're studying and there's the mobile phone on the desk. Each and every time it rings a notification, what do? We take our mobile phone and we check what it is. Okay. So, a mobile phone is not distracting you. It is a trigger for your distraction. Trigger is just a trigger until you give the power to that to make you distracted. So what do you have to do physically by force? Sometimes it's very difficult. Okay, you have to be brave enough to do that. Remove that distraction. If your mobile phone is distracting you, be brave enough to remove it. Okay. If your laptop or your any technical device that is distracting you, be brave enough to remove it, and sometimes we have to use this technology. Okay. Sometimes you have to use your laptop to study. So what do you have to do while you're doing it? Be much more disciplined and much more aware of what you're thinking and what you're doing inside it. Okay, use it only for what you want. Okay, while studying. I'm not saying that other times you can use it in whatever way you want, but use it only for what you want while studying. Remember to subscribe and turn on notifications to stay updated with our latest content. So the second tip is to be brave enough to remove the distractions. Okay, if something is distracting you, you have to remove it. Tip number 3, do not study for long hours continuously. I can still remember when I was studying and when I was at home, I can still remember I used to make these schedules and timetables to study for 2 or 3 hours continuously. You know, it is not productive. So, what you can do? You can study for short time intervals. Maybe like let's say 25 minutes. Okay, you can use 25 minutes to study. Okay, and then take a little bit of a break and then again study. And while you're studying, what you have to do, you have to jot down and you have to write down all those distracting thoughts. Okay, keep that in your mind. Take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you find value in these teachings. Spreading the word to family and friends will help spread the wisdom and positivity in the world. So do not study for long hours. Just take a break and refresh yourself and then come back again to studies. That is another thing that you can do. And here comes the final tip. The tip number 4, it is the most important thing and the most awesome thing is to practice a little bit of meditation before every study session. Okay? Before every study session, let's say you studied for 25 minutes and you took an interval, then you came back to study. Now while you are taking that break, sometimes you do certain things to make your mind busy even more. So what do you have? What we have to do? We have to just settle down and make our mind to focus. If you're finding these insights helpful, remember to give this video a like and subscribe to Wisdom and Wealth for more content on leading a fulfilling life. Your support helps us reach more people, and we deeply appreciate it. To do that, you can use a little bit of meditation before every study session. Just sit down on your chair and just close your eyes. And the easiest thing that you can do is to watch this flow of breath in, breath and out breath. When you practice this calming meditations like breathing meditation, that is one of the easiest meditations that you can do. When you focus your mind on this in breath and out breath, it helps you to become calm and settle down, then your mind will get ready to study. Okay. So these are the few things and few easy things that you can do and practice while studying. Okay. So use these things and use these tips to study and make your studies a more productive one. Buddha. Welcome to Wisdom and Wealth. If you're new here, consider subscribing for more stories, wisdom, and teachings inspired by Buddhist principles. Before we start, if you're enjoying this content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate your support in helping us share this wisdom with others. Welcome to yet another episode in Inner Guide Q&A program. Now it's been a long time that we haven't done a Q&A session. So today we are going to answer one of your questions. Someone has mentioned in the comments that it said that what to do when the life is becoming unfair and what to do when life is not going in my way. Well, we are going to talk about this today. First of all, remember the nature of our life. What is the nature of our life? Life is a little bit unfair. That is the real nature. But the problem is we expect that everything in our life to be perfect and to be fair. That is the problem. That is where the real problem is. Because Buddha said if you have expectations, if you have more and more expectations inside yourself, chances are very high for you to feel so stressed. So remember that expectation stands for suffering. Do you agree with this? Show your support by liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more insightful content. If you expect the life to be fair, you will suffer. Right? So the nature of our life is it is little bit unfair. So how to face such situations? How to face unfair situations in our life? Well, I want you to do 3 things when you face tough situations in your life. Right? These are very simple, but yet when you practice it, it is very hard to do that. But you can achieve it. Number 1, first of all, you need to realize what the situation is. That is the first thing that you have to do if you're going through a hard time, right? You need to analyze about that and see what the problem is. If you're finding these concepts interesting, show your support by liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more insightful content. Well, there are 2 types of situations in our life. What is that? First type of situation is the situations which are in our control. Experiences which can be changed by ourselves. Right? And the second type of situation is the situations which are out of our control. We cannot do many things about that situation. Right? So these are the 2 types of situations that we go through in our life. So first of all, you need to analyze and you need to see what the problem is, whether it is in my control or out of my control. Alright. When you realize about the situation, then you can do something about that situation. Okay. That is the first thing you have to do. Analyze the situation. Remember to subscribe and turn on notifications to stay updated with our latest content. Number 2, if it is a situation that is in your control, just do something to change that situation. So what are the things that are in our control? What are the situations and experiences that we face in our life and which are in our control? Well, if you face a bad time, if you face a stressful situation, because of your own faults, because of a mistake that is within yourself, then you can change it because we own our mistakes. We are the owners of our mistakes, and the mistakes can only be changed by ourselves. No one can change that. Someone can advise you, someone can show you the path, but no one can make it correct than you. So what you have to do, you have to change the situation. If it is your mistake, correct it. If it is your fault, then do something about it to change that situation. So these are the things that are in our control. If these insights resonate with you, remember to give this video a like and subscribe to Wisdom and Wealth for more content on leading a fulfilling life. Your support helps us reach more people, and we deeply appreciate it. Remember, here's the third one. When we face the situations that are out of our control, how to face that situation? Well, these are the situations we spend most of our time trying to change that, but we cannot do anything about that situation. So what are the situations which are out of our control? There are many things, right? Criticism is out of your control. People's opinions, they out of our control. How people behave in front of you is totally out of your control. They are their choices, not your own choice. But we try to change these situations and we become so sad and depressed trying to change, and we find that we cannot change the situation. So if you cannot change the situation, what you have to do, you have to change your perspective about the situation, right? You can change the perspective about the situation because the perspective and the way you see that about that situation is. Take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you find value in these teachings. Spreading the word to family and friends will help spread the wisdom and positivity in the world. Totally in your control, because your thoughts are in your control, right? So what you need to do is, if you cannot change the situation, change the perspective, change the way you see about that situation. Okay? So remember, when people act weird in front of you, when people try to make you angry, when people criticize you, right? When people give unwanted opinions about you, just think these things are out of my control. I should not waste my time of my life to change these situations. It is much better to change my perspective about this situation. So how can you change the situation? How can you change the perspective? You can be kind to them, right? You can maintain a positive mindset inside you, right? It is much better to maintain a positive mindset daily, every day, right? Listen to some things like positive things, positive words every day. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below as we explore this topic further, and if you are finding this insightful, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on our future content. It is much better to do that, because the more you're listen to the positive words, positive ideas, right? Then the more you become positive inside, right? Then you can change your perspective about the situation. That is what you can do. Always remember what Buddha said. It is a nice quote that Buddha said that describes about the life. Buddha said that is one of the greatest and one of the nicest quotes that Buddha have told about the life. In life, Buddha said, most of the times unexpected things happens. Isn't that true? We don't know what will happen in the next time. Right? It is a mystery. So in life, always unexpected things happen, and the things that we expected will going to be destroyed, right? If we expect something, we don't get the same thing that is the thing. So remember that quote that was said by the Buddha, right? And there's another thought that was said by the Buddha. We truly value your support. If you have enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to our channel. Also consider sharing this video to others to inspire them. If you expect the life to be fair, chances are more that for you to suffer in your life. So live with less expectations, right? If you are going through a tough situation, just analyze the situation, realize about the situation, and if you can change the situation, do something about it. If you cannot do something about the situation, change your perspective. That is what you can do when the life is not going in your way. So make your life a peaceful one with the teachings. Namo Buddha. Welcome to Wisdom and Wealth, a channel dedicated to helping you navigate the complexities of life with a blend of ancient wisdom and practical advice. As we get older, especially past 40, we often find ourselves reflecting on the past and seeking a deeper understanding of our present. Before we proceed, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Welcome to yet another episode in Inner Guide Q&A program. Now I need to ask a question from you. When was the last time you had a sound sleep and after you wake up you felt so good? I think most of the time we don't get a good sleep, and that is why we are feeling tired after a good sleep even. So today we're going to talk about how